No, because he came off so whiny, and then Michael did call him a prick, which I appreciate. I
Yes.
like Michael Cole keeping it real on
Yes.
the mic because he was like, "Listen, dude, we supported you. I've
Hmm.
known you for over 20 years. These fans made you rich. They made you successful. They made you a movie star. They
Hmm.
went to your movies. They
Hmm.
banked on you. And now you're like one of the most sought after actors in the game today. Congratulations to you." And then I think about the why, because it doesn't make sense. Like, I know elements of it does because people,
Sure.
boo you for years. Let's
Yeah.
go Cena. Cena sucks. I get it. They turn your theme song into a way to trash you. I understand. But then
Mhm.
when you come back, when you're in your twilight years and they truly appreciate you, you get this
Right.
unanimous love. You get
Yeah.
this respect. You come back for this retirement tour. They're rolling with you. They want you to win the Royal Rumble. They didn't turn on you. They wanted
Hmm.
you to win the Elimination Chamber. They didn't turn on you. And then you align with The Rock, someone you trashed publicly for
Hmm.
years. You called him
Hmm.
out for turning his back on the fans, turning his back on WWE. And
Yeah.
now you want to align with someone who's a sellout like yourself now, and you don't explain the why. And then I
Right.
think about what you said about Total Divas. And then I think about what The Miz did back in 2017. Like, how is The Miz a better parody of John Cena than this John Cena?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. How are we in a universe where that happened?
How? How does The Miz out John Cena, John Cena? Because that was comedy gold. When he and
Yes.
Maurice did that whole entire spoof,
Yes.
and it was so good. So,
Yes.
like, John Cena,
Perfect.
the best way to react is to be a parody of yourself.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh my God. Like, I'm shouting out to Miss Scott. I apologize that you're not here because this is actually high praise to Michael Mazanin, because that is how you get over a hill turn by being a parody of yourself, by leaning into all of the over exaggerations of your
Hmm.
character and getting
Hmm.
hated for it and justifying your actions versus blaming the fans and being
Right.
pissy about it, because elements of it don't make any sense. And then we find out, Sam, that during WrestleMania weekend, there's going to be a luncheon for John Cena. He's not going to get a Lifetime Achievement Award, but if you got $25,000 to spare, you can be at a table hobnobbing with John Cena because apparently he hates you, but he doesn't hate you enough to not take your money.
I was gonna say he doesn't hate money apparently, but yeah, that's so crazy that like I know they have to. This is gonna be a balance for WWE of balancing like the hill version of him and then this stuff like where the fan experience, but and for that much money, like it's already
Whew.
crazy that they're doing like that $8,000 thing that you get to meet Triple H, Lex Luger, and I think it's Michelle McCool
Yeah.
for like $8,500
Whew.
and but which is already insane. But yeah, and then so you have John Cena out here talking like breaking up with the fans, but here during WrestleMania weekend, if you like you said, if you got a spare 25K, come have lunch with me so I can tell you to your face that I hate you. I don't know.
What? And then they preface by saying good guy John Cena will be at this luncheon, and you're gonna have like this wonderful once in a lifetime experience. You're gonna dine, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna have a conversation. $25,000. I guarantee you, 25 fans who are going to WrestleMania got that kind of money. They will
Uh-huh.
spend 25K just for the
Hmm.
opportunity to have lunch with John Cena.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do? Like, can you not like are they allowed to take photos and videos? Because then you're gonna be like having so then you're having John, heel John Cena at WrestleMania, but then you're gonna turn around and there's these fans who are having like a good old time and he's acting like himself. I mean, I'm sure he could be like, oh, it's because, they paid this, so I have to act a certain way. But I just don't know how they're gonna balance this type of stuff. That's insane.
That is going to be a challenge. I don't know if he's going to be doing WWE World either, but if he is, how are you going to balance that with posing with fans, signing
Yeah.
autographs, answering questions, being available to
Right.
them, and
And are you
not
gonna
being an ass?
and then you're gonna be like, are you doing Make a Wish like in private? And be
Yeah.
like, are kids still like? And I was like, I don't know if like because I don't know like what the wait time is and things like that. So I'm like, are there kids who are already waiting to meet John Cena, and then they see this version of him and be like, I don't want to meet him anymore? And then, or do you have like, John Cena's still really nice, and you can please don't be like, let's still meet him. It'll be like, like, how do you tell a child like that? I mean, you basically have to break it and be like, well, that he's just acting on TV like he acts in his movies. He's not going to be mean to you like that. Like, how do you, or does he just stop, like, put a pause and like, I guess while I'm a heel until I turn face again, I can't do any more Make-A-Wish meets. But then again, people might, some kids might see how he is now and be like, you know what? I'm going to change. I thought John Cena was going to be my Make-A-Wish, but I'm going to switch it to something else.
Yes, I'm going to switch to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, who are not afraid to embrace me and love me and appreciate me and grant my wishes over this asshole that doesn't apparently care about me or what I want or making my day better. Fuck you, John Cena. Basically.
Bring me, I'd rather meet the Miz.
At this point, I need the Miz dressed as John Cena because at least I'll get that experience of being appreciated.
Yes.
My God, I'm here capping for the Miz. Like, the Miz is a better John Cena than John Cena. I need you to correct it, John. I think that in week 2, he will kind of finesse this a bit better because, as always, you want to go in the lab, you want to look back at the tape and see, I could have did this differently. And I think he will because it's necessary. And then the next thing is like the really important head-to-head promos, because I do expect things to get personal between Cody and John Cena. I expect the oohs and the ahs to come next
Cody
Monday.
is not afraid. We've seen it. Cody's not afraid to do it. He knows what needs to be done as a superstar. And, you know, he did it in AEW as well. And he knows, you know, what to say. And we all know that his kryptonite is mentioned in his dad. So I expect, especially because that was The Rock's playbook, trying to get him, you know, with our dads are in heaven watching over us and they can't believe this is happening. I was like, what is he talking about? So I'm sure John Cena's going to take that out of his playbook, but he's going to have to, if he's not careful, Cody is just going to bury him on the mic and just be better. You can't Cody is very good, but you can't let him be better than you on the mic going into this. I mean, he may get you here and there, but you can't have him week in and week out just like coming out there and making you look like a chump.